pagka matagal nagpahinga. Anyway guys, ito na, balik na ulit kami. So,
Okay.
wala pang viewers. Start na tayo mag-share.
Share muna.
Yes.
Yan. Pa-start na Liz. Anyway, kanina naman nag-share na ako ulit para mabuhayin yung mga tao. Ba't gumagano lumili? Oh, we have 3 viewers. 3 viewers already. So, hi guys. Shout out ulit sa wife ko. Laging maaga. Laging maaga.
Ayos.
Yan. Oh, 5 viewers na. So don't hesitate na mag-say hi sa ating comment section. Okay, para ma-shower out daw, shower out.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout out. Yun yung uso ngayon eh. Shout out. Shout out po.
Kaya nga eh. Kung ano-ano na nauuso. Ako. Mukhang magti-TikTok na din ata ang collective kinetics eh. I know. Oh, 9 viewers. Hi guys. Medyo tahimik lang kasi nag-share pa po kami.
Nag-share lang kami.
Medyo tahimik. So, para medyo makulit, di ba? Comment lang kayo, guys. Yun. Okay, so dun sa mga nagtataka, 4 po ang collective kinetics. Medyo busy lang si Coach Hana, pero hahabol ato siya.
About to
If
join.
tama. Okay. So, ayun, 12 viewers already. So, kamusta kayong lahat, guys? So, kamusta muna, coaches? So, Coach Anjo, kamusta? 2 weeks tayong nawala.
Okay naman. I'm looking forward sa balita sa Monday. Yun yung focus ko. Kung ano ba mangyayari sa atin, kung babalik pa tayo sa ECT or whatnot. So, pero basically, everything's the same. I'm still working out every day. And, yeah, yun lang.
Nakita ko
Nothing
ngayon,
much.
25 pull-up and push-up challenge.
Yun pala. Tama. Yun yung bago sa ginagawa ko ngayon. May nag-challenge kasi sa akin to do 25 pull-ups. Di ba nauso yung 25 push-ups? So, meron nagsabi sa akin na, sige, gawin ko din daw yung 25 pull-ups. Eh di para ma-challenge talaga ako, pinagsabay ko siya in one sitting. So, I have to do 25 pull-ups and 25 push-ups for 25 days. And again, it's awareness for post-traumatic stress disorder, lalo na ngayon na may mga mental illnesses tayo na, possibly mag-surface dahil sa napipil natin ngayon sa pandemic na to. So, guys, huwag kayo mag-alala. Maraming nagsusupport sa inyo. Marami rin, kumbaga, okay lang sa maging, at least maging aware tayo that it's existing. Para at least, diba, we know what's happening na talaga. So, yun ang nangyayari sa akin. Sa inyo, guys, ano meron?
Coach Linus, ikaw naman.
Sa akin, ganun din eh. Inaantay ko lang yung news dun sa quarantine natin. Pero syempre, medyo affected tayo lahat eh. Training-wise, ano ba? Siguro magiging best friend ko yung kettlebell namin ay isang pares lang. So, nag-aaral-aral ng mga kettlebell skills.
Uy, maganda yun, ha?
Sa akin. Pero mahirap kasi isang
sorry.
hindi ko siya na-progress.
Ay, no. Mahirap kasi, no? Mahirap ngayon talaga eh. Ang hirap ng
talaga.
new normal. Ako nga parang, nawala si Coach Anjo. Anyway, tuloy lang tayo. So, shout out kay Sir Ernel from Budapest, Hungary. Oh, yes. Asenso na tayo. Meron na tayo from other countries na. International viewers. Okay. So, anyway, ako naman. Ako ano ba?
Yes, bro, ikaw.
Taong gubat na, wala na shape, walang gupit-gupit. So, hirap din kasi, parang, ako kasi, honestly, takot ako magpagupit lately. Kasi nga, yun, syempre pag gugupitan ka, di ba, lalapit sa yung barber eh. So, medyo, akin lang yun ha. So guys, wala naman akong ini-insinuate dito na bawal magpagupit or anything. Pero, Sa akin lang.
Hindi mo na
Siguro,
nga kailangan eh. May sariling sikap kang ang ginagawa.
kaya nga, nakalimutan ko nga yung shave sa gilid. Anyway. So, wala pa si Coach Hana. So guys, siguro introduce natin yung topic, no? Habang naghintay tayo. So ano ba topic natin ngayon? Para hindi
It's
natin...
all about ano. Itong topic natin, maraming myths or marami ring facts about it, no? So it's gonna be an interesting topic dahil kumbaga it's supplements. Ayun na. It's all about supplements, whether it's good for you, whether it's bad for you, or whether it's perfect for you. Kung meron kayong mga katanungan about those things, lalo na if you're into fitness talaga, like if you want to build muscle, for example, or if you're an athlete. So ano ba mga thoughts on supplements? So basically, I guess that's how we will introduce the topic. Supplements, all about supplements. At guys, exciting ang ating live session ngayon dahil meron tayong special guest.
Yes.
Secret yan, secret muna. Secret eh, pero
Muna
nasa...
natin yan, di ba?
Ay, no. Ayun pala, si Donnie and Bretty, mga classmates natin sa CHK yan, desk students din. So, shout out din.
Yes. Shout out sa kanila, guys.
Ayan. Kayo guys, meron ba kayong experience sa supplements before? Or mga pwedeng mga bright ideas on supplements? Or baka naman yung mga kinakahiyaan yung stories
Or
dyan?
mga secret supplements.
Secret supplements. Mahirap na yung secret supplements. Baka mabalik na naman tayo sa pagmamahal niyan eh. Advice na.
Ay, tama.
Kayo guys. Sige. Ayun, si Donnie. Hello daw, sabi ni Donnie.
Ay,
Uy, classmate natin yan. Shout out sa'yo, Donnie.
Yeah.
Okay, supplements. Since I'm into bodybuilding, I've pretty much tried supplements or I'm taking supplements. The only ones that I'm taking now is whey protein. At least yung very basic of na protein shake. That's what I use. Lalo na if I'm not meeting my protein requirements every day. So, yun ang ginagamit ko. Pero, creatine nga, hindi pa nga masyado eh. Mas more of whey protein talaga. Mamaya, gusto ko rin tanungin sa guest natin all about those things. Kaya I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Welcome natin si Coach Hana. Okay.
Yes, Coach Hana, what's up?
Ayan, nakahabol si
kayo?
Coach Hana. Nagkamustahan na nga kami. Nauna na eh, kanina na eh. Ikaw na dapat. Kamusta ka na?
Okay naman.
2 weeks tayo na wala eh. Kinakabahan ba kayo? Kinabahan ka ba?
Hindi kasi deserve them eh.
Okay, so anyway, shout out din kay Casein Joaquin from Davao City. Yan.
Wow.
So, thank you for listening, watching ang aming munting ambag sa lipunan. May ganun din.
Yeah. The fitness industry.
May ganun. Oh, may sinasabi pala si Sir Ernel. Sabi niya, ang pambansang tulak ng supplement, Cyrus Cruz. Oh, shout out.
Shout out kay Cyrus, classmate din natin yan.
Kaya nga, malapit na din akong order. Wala tayo yung kanina.
Sakto tong topic natin na to. No?
Anyway. So kayo guys, nag-share na si Coach Anjo tungkol sa supplements, sa experience. How about si Coach Linus muna?
Actually,
Ikaw, Coach Linus.
Kay Coach Anzo, ang pinaka ko talaga pa lang sa supplements is whey protein. Saka nasubukan ko rin mag-creatine. And then the rest, hindi ko pa sila na-try.
Yun! Hindi pa natatry.
Sa akin naman yung pag ka ng whey protein, more on sa convenience naman. Pagdating
That's right.
sa protein intake naman yun sa akin. Experience ko magsawa ng kaka-chicken at itlog. Para ma-meet yung protein requirement. So yun.
Ikaw, Coach Hana, experience on supplements.
Supplements, Same din eh, whey protein tsaka creatine. Pero, ang problema sa akin, nakakalimutan ko uminom. Yun lang. Tapos minsan nagsasawa sa, ang laki kasi ng whey protein, tapos minsan nagsasawa dun sa flavor.
to. Pero, di ba, when we talk about supplements, hindi lang naman siya whey protein or kasama rin dito ang di ba, ang vitamins, rest,
Yes,
vitamins,
pwede.
mga ganyan. Kasama rin ng
Pwede din yan. Pwede din yan. So, actually, malaki yung topic ng supplements eh, di ba?
Totoo. Malaki.
Pag sinabi natin supplements.
Ikaw ba, Coach John, what's your experience ng supplements?
Ako, baka i-share ko na yung nakakahiyang story. Pinagkikwentuhan nga namin sa backstage ni Coach Linus kanina, nung prep. Sabi ko, nung una ako nag-start magbuhat, inuna ko yung supplements eh. Ano ko eh, biktima ako ng ganyan, no? Bumili muna ako supplements bago ako mag-workout. Tapos ininom ko muna siya bago ako mag-workout. Yun yung una akong ginawa nun eh. Alam ko malaki pa yung binili ko ng supplement, tapos parang yung mixture of different stuff pa, hindi lang pure whey, yung di ba may mga ganun yung may creatine na, tapos may caffeine na din yung whey. Parang ganun. Yung pa yung binili ko nun eh. Ayun, medyo nakakaya kasi hindi naman ako nag-workout halos. Uminom lang ako ng uminom. Masarap kasi. Masarap yung
Anong
lasa.
flavor? Chocolate? Parang chocolate milk ba yan?
Oo, parang ganun.
Naging drink na siya, no?
Naging ganun nga. Tapos biktima din ako, walang tigil sa pag-shake. Walang tigil ako yan. Shaker gang ako eh. Dati shaker gang. Habang nagbubuhat, ganyan pa ako. Pansin Feliz ha.
Ay, grabe naman yan ha. Parang for long time na.
Hindi. Baka isipin nila eh, inaasar ko yung mga nag-shake. Pero kailangan mo naman talaga i-shake kasi di ba parang medyo masyadong thick eh. Masyadong thick yung concentration niya. Kailangan mo i-shake. Yun nga lang ako, parang may feeling kasi ko nun na parang the more I drink yung supplements, even if walang kwenta yung ginagawa ko sa gym, lalaki ko. Kaya ang ginagawa ko, iubos ko agad, tapos magtitimpla ko ulit, tapos shake ko. Mid-workout. Tapos inom ako ulit. Ay, ubos na ulit. Timpla ulit. Kaya, I ended up sumasakit minsan yung tiyan ko sa gym kasi sobrang dami supplement. Anyway. Kayo, meron ba kayong mga ganun? Parang ako lang ata nakakahiya dito ah.
Ako, sa protein shake naman, the usual yung before and after. Parang, nung hindi ko talagang wala pang knowledge, parang yun na yung alam ko sinasabi sa akin, just take it before and after, okay ka na. Diba, usually ganun sinasabi pag first time ka bibili ng supplements mo or protein shake for example. Tuwing kailan po ba ako iinom nito? Ay, naku, minum ka basta before and after, okay na yun. Sige po. Susunod na lang.
Kayo, Coach Hannah, Coach Linus, meron ba kayong parang ganyan, yung mga beginner stories sa supplements? Yung mga hindi pa natin alam ang nangyayari sa mundo.
Sa akin nung nung estudyante pa
Oh,
na-try niyo
ako-
process nyo,
Sige, ikaw muna.
Na-try niyo ba yung sa mga supplement store sa mall? Minsan ata pag malapit na mag-expire. So nilalagay parang nilalagay
Sa bibenta.
yung mga ziplock. Syempre wala rin budget as a food. So na-try ko bumili ng mga ganun. Yun na
Daya yun.
Ikaw, Coach Hannah.
Ako may time parang pinompleto ko BCAA, whey protein sa creatine. Tapos nung start, sobrang dedicated, feel ko. Feeling ko lumakas din ako. Kaso, nung tumagal, na-sustain din Naging busy, nakakalimutan. Tapos syempre yun, sa work din noon, hindi rin nakakakain ng normal. So, parang din, hindi siya naging supplement. Parang siya yung naging main.
Parang siya naging meal replacement na siya. Pero ako, siya may question ako. Parang parang natatakot yung ibang mga women or girls na mag-take ng protein shake. Totoo ba yun? Or may kilala ka bang mga ganun? Parang, dapat di kami mag-take ng mga babae ng protein shake. Parang di yata bagay sa amin yan.
Oo, may mga ganun
ako
questions.
parang may mga ganun kayo na experience. Parang ako parang wala pa naman akong na nakausap na natatapos.
Na-encounter na gano'n. Buti naman. Kasi parang feeling nila baka naman lumaki sila, like guys.
Oo. Ako meron na akong experience na ganyan parang sa gym, nakakasabay ko. Parang sabi niya, ayaw daw niya nga ako mag-take ng supplements. Kasi parang pang lalaki nga daw, magiging
Baka maging,
lalaki.
pag lalaki.
Parang may ganun. So, hindi ko din sure if ano siya, common knowledge or parang outliers.
Bakit naman sana kung common knowledge siya, no? Parang mali. Parang wag naman sana ganun mag-isipin, di ba? Hindi nagiging common knowledge.
Tatanong. So, tapos na ba daw ang talk ng ating guest? So, nabanggit na yung name, secret guest natin. Pero,
Secret guest
around
natin,
8:30 pa. So, ina-organize pa namin yung mga tao. Anyway, si Miss Karen ulit. Thank you again, Miss Karen. Nanonood kayo.
Yes, Karen.
Nakalagay, shake it off. Okay, so ako yan. Ganyan ng ganyan before. Pero don't get me wrong, baka naman dahil narinig nyo dito, ayaw nyo na i-shake yung protein, yung inumin nyo ng di nakahalo, di ba? Kailangan nyo yung i-shake. Wag lang sobra-sobra, di ba? Pero
Meron akong kilalang alam mo kung paano kumain ng nido nung bata ka? Gusto mong kinakain yung powder. May mga kilala ko ganun din sa protein shake.
di ba, parang ang lapot pag na-mix
Ang lapot nun, parang...
Uy, andito na si ating classmate, Cyrus Cruz. Sabi nga
Ayun na, bro. Shout out kay Cyrus. What's up?
Bekay naman, di ba? May ganun. Anyway.
Ito, may sinabi si Sir, Ernel.
Ito, share natin.
Yes, Ernel. Muscles are social contract patriarchal kasi dyan sa Pilipinas, kaya takot sa babaeng muskulado. So in other countries, you think being a muscular girl is okay? More than the Philippines? Kasi nga, baka naman isip, yung image of beauty yata kasi dito, hindi muskuladong babae, di ba? Parang medyo nasa balingkinitan.
Kaya nga,
nowadays, mga girls ang parang na-encourage na rin mag-lift and magbuhat.
Mag-lift na. That's good. That's good. Sana nga ganun. Sana mawala yung stigma nila na if they lift weights, lalaki sila, like, parang lalaki. Diba?
Ayun, sabi ni Sir Ernel, mas accepted na daw, pero still a subculture.
Okay, yeah. Pero, I agree with that.
Dito nga kasi ganun di ba? Dito talagang, I have clients before na pagka sinabi nga na magbubuhat tayo, sobrang takot agad sila.
Yun nga
Ang notion would be cardio, non-stop cardio. So anyway, I think nasa backstage na ang ating special guest.
Alright.
So, sino gusto mag-introduce? Okay, ang may maling masabi, lagot sa...
Baka bawiin yung natin. Yung grade natin. Joke lang.
Magtutuloy na ako sino.
Hindi, ganito na lang. Piling ko si Coach Hana dapat mag-introduce. Pinasa agad.
Yung pinaka-bibo, si Coach Anjo.
Hindi, ganito na lang. I will introduce Sir Wisdom according to how I knew him as my professor. Okay ba yun? Okay guys, ayun na. Alam nyo guys, sobrang tuwa kami na pumayag tong special guest natin for today dahil hindi lang siya professor namin, dahil talagang maraming umahanga sa kanya as a professor and as a physique builder. Like me, ako for example, I'm into bodybuilding, pero ibang level tong itong special guest natin Huwag na mag-intro. Pero guys, ang masabi ko lang dito, very knowledgeable and nag-iba yung views ko on fitness when I attended his classes. Ang dami ko natutunan na sobra, lalo na sa topic natin, marami ako natutunan sa kanya. So guys, I guess that's enough to introduce our special guest. He's an assistant professor in UP CHK. Walang iba kung hindi si Sir Wisdom! Valleser, welcome Sir Wisdom!
Ayan.
Ayun!
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ang dami niya pang sinasabi Diretso na.
Siyempre,
Narinig ako
kailangan
maayos.
build up service na.
Okay. So anyway, guys, kayo, meron ba kayong questions kay Sir Wisdom? Ay, baka may gusto muna sabihin si Sir Wisdom sa ating viewers. Words of
Ayan.
wisdom nga, no? Ay, topic natin. Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom
from
from
Sir
Sir
Wisdom
Wisdom.
himself.
Yes.
Wala, yung apat na yan, okay yan. Kung ano yung sinasabi nila, kung ano yung binibenta nila. Okay. May binibenta ba kayo?
Parang wala pa, sir, eh. Parang
Wala pa eh. We're just
Di ba,
talaga eh.
Di ba, sir, baka may mabenta na
Libre
kami
lang.
mga...
Okay na yan, libre lang. Libreng knowledge.
Libre lang. Yes, libre knowledge. Share natin yung tamang balita, di ba?
Okay, so sa mga viewers natin, again guys, tawag dito. Hala, ano na ako, mental block. Don't forget to comment yung questions nyo. If
Yes.
meron kayong questions, di ba? Pero meron na din naka-line up and from our coaches. So, Sir Wisdom, shout out daw. Shout out.
Puro shoutout.
2011.
Puro shoutout tayo. Ay, hello. Musta na?
AJ yan.
Yan.
May mga nakapila na question yung mga naka-Patreon natin.
Game?
Medyo
Ayun
yun pala.
Sir Wisdom.
Okay.
So guys, ano lang ako mabilis lang ako siguro 30 minutes or hanggang mga 9 p.m. Okay.
Sige.
Yeah.
For the simple reason na magugutom na ako niyan. Kasi alam niyo naman yung mga students ko, di ba? Di ko kaya mag-lecture ng mga 1 hour, gano'n. So,
Okay, tama.
simple, malinaw lang.
Okay.
So anyway, Sir Wisdom, first question daw. kay Joshua Kabatingan. Paano daw
Coach Carlo. Seryoso, tanong ba yan?
Paano magka 8-pack abs? Naku, kaya explain
Okay.
ni Sir Wisdom.
Bilis lang yan. So yung abs kasi, di ba, abdominal muscles yan. So dalawa yung kailangan mo. Muscular development ng abdominal muscles and low body fat. Kasi pag yung muscular development ng abs mo nandun, tinetrain mo, pero natatakpan pa rin siya ng taba, di pa rin siya, there's nothing to define, di ba? There's nothing to tone. So dalawa yung kailangan mo. Muscle size sa abs and low body fat. Kasi kahit mababa yung body fat mo, pero hindi masyadong develop yung abdominal muscles, di rin siya masyadong makikita. So ito yung mga tao na yung payat, tapos may contour ng abs, pero hindi masyadong putok-putok, hindi masyadong monay, parang lang, kopya. Diba? So ganun, yung dalawa yung kailangan mo. Now yung dominant adiposity or yung body fat stores kasi natin, especially sa lalaki, mas marami siya sa lower abdominal. So makikita usually yung mga tao as they lose weight, which you start to see 2-pack, 4-pack, tapos in good instances 6-pack, very rare instances 8-pack. So yun yung pinaka-last na nangyari. Pero dalawa yung kailangan mong mangyari doon. Reduce your body fat. Pero pag na-reduce mo siya, dapat nasa ilalim na. So kumbaga, kahit nawala mo na yung fat, hindi pala masyadong defined masyadong developed yung muscles. So okay lang. Hindi siya masyadong makikita.
Okay. All right.
Kaya may
Gusto
ibang
ko
tao
Sir
na
Wisdom, no?
Kaya may ibang tao na malaki yung chan, pero pag ginanon mo, solid kasi may muscle sa ilalim. May iba naman pag ganun mo, lumulubog yung daliri mo. So ano 'yun? Pang bagnet 'yun, pang chicharon.
Pang bagnet. Tama nga naman, no?
Kayo coaches, meron ba kayong questions din? Well,
Sige, sinong gusto mag-start? Ako meron isa. Madali lang naman, Sir Wisdom. Sobrang dali. Ano lang, thoughts? Natty or juice?
Ano yan? For
Yun yung question ko. Natty or juice? Anong mas applicable sa'yo dyan?
depende sa akin if you're competing in a sport that does not test, you're probably competing against people who are juiced.
Yeah.
So you might
okay.
as well be juiced.
Yes.
Ayun, kung di ka magko-compete, pang beach ka lang, pang forma, pang health, there's no point in doing it kasi walang risk benefit eh, 'di ba?
Mm.
Yes.
So,
Mm.
parang konting eye opener. Sa UAP ang UAP for example does not have a WADA style testing or testing for doping. So most probably may iba dyan na on performance enhancing drugs. Diba? So if you're a UAP athlete, kung gusto mo, there's nothing stopping you. And you're probably going against people who are on performance enhancing drugs. Di ba? Yun lang sa
Okay,
akin.
okay.
So, not your juice. Pero, example, kung wala ka namang paggagamitan na competition, there's nothing for you to gain. Being a ripped natty is good enough. It's better than most people na rin. Diba? So, yun lang.
Right,
It all depends on your goals and what you're going after.
Nice.
Natty na mukhang juice, yun yung mas okay.
Yun yung goal natin na mukhang juice. Mismo yan, service daw. Mismo yan.
Buko juice.
Yung juice na buhat natin. Baliktad.
Yun yung may ibang tao kasi ganyan, inuna yung juice bago magawa yung nila, yung genetic ceiling or yung bago ma-maximize yung kanilang natural na potential na nagju-juice ka agad. Ibang tao kong ganyan nakita na may akong kilalang ganyan na sabihin na natin on pharmacological aids na parang mas matino pa yung itsura ko sa'yo. So parang baka fake yung gamit mo. So, it really depends. Pero
hindi tama yung ginamit niya.
ang sa akin lang, risk reward. So if there's something for you to gain and it's allowed or it's not tested, there's nothing stopping you.
Okay. How about you, Coach Linus? One question.
Pwede ba ipasa ko na lang kay Sir Wisdom yung tanong sa akin?
Wala yan. Si Linus, ever since tahimik talaga yan. Bite yung batang
si Sir Wisdom, servant yun.
Yung question kasi sa comment ni Christian, kaibigan ko to. Sabi niya, how much exercise do I need to do to consider taking whey protein? And is it true that if you don't do much exercise, whey protein will turn into fats?
So dalawang question, how much exercise do I need to do to consider whey protein? Regardless of exercise yan. Kasi you have a certain protein need. So for example, for people who are in high volume, high intensity type training, ang recommendations would be around 0.8 to 1.0 grams of protein per pound of body weight per day, or that's around 1.7. Sorry, may tumata. That's around 1.7. That's around 1.7 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. So regardless of you, if you exercise or not, kailangan ma-meet mo yung protein needs mo na yon. Now whether you get that from all meat, all eggs, half of it from meat, half of it from whey, it doesn't matter much. Kasi whey protein is just whey protein. So yung tanong is, pag hindi ka nag-exercise, yung whey protein ba magiging taba? All excess protein na hindi ka nag-exercise tapos di mo ginamit for, let's say, protein synthesis, talaga mapupunta sa taba yan. Regardless ginamit mo, regardless kung whey protein ba yan or hindi.
Okay. So ako naman, Sir Wisdom, ito na pagkwentuhan na namin kanina yung tungkol nga doon sa whey protein. Nung nagsimula ako, inom lang ako ng mga whey protein kasi masarap yung flavor eh. Parang naging favorite ko na siya eh. So, pero yung workouts ko, hindi matino. So, eventually nga, nagiging taba din siya. Hindi din naman ako nag-count ng calories before eh, nung nag-start out ako. Basta inom lang na inom. Pero ang question ko, Sir Wisdom, kasi I've read several articles regarding leucine. How important is leucine sa muscle growth? Or hindi talaga ganun ka-important yung leucine as a amino acid as long as you take in your protein needs? Importante ba specifically leucine?
Okay. Gusto niyo bang short answer? Short answer. Pag may protein ka na, you don't need much. So, okay. Long answer. So yung leucine kasi, that's one part nung that's one of the BCAAs. So leucine, isoleucine, valine. Now, yung leucine seems to be the most powerful for cellular signaling para sa iyong protein synthesis. Okay, so di ba, meron tayong mga dominant na signaling, AMP kinase, mTOR, yan. So yung leucine, dun sa siya part nung yung FSR, yung building tissue, yan. So yung leucine is part of your BCAAs. Yung BCAAs are part of your EAAs, essential amino acids, which are a part of your complete proteins. Okay? So, studies have shown na yung mga leucine or mga BCAAs would help with protein synthesis if you individuals who are short in protein consumption. Okay? Now, if you're already getting in enough protein, extra leucine or extra BCAAs won't work. Right? So yung tanong is pupunta tayo sa not just leucine but with just BCAAs talaga. Okay? So you ask the question, kailangan ko ba mag-BCAAs? If you are deficient in protein, BCAAs will help. Pero bakit ka mag-BCAA? Might as well take in more
protein.
Exactly. So magiging redundant siya. Okay? But very good yung start ng studies ng BCAAs. They were promising. So within that context of a sufficient protein consumption has no added benefits. So far, yung sa consensus ng studies.
Okay.
How about Coach Hannah? May question ba?
Ako, Sir Wisdom, common question, parang kailan dapat daw mag-start uminom ng supplement?
Depende anong supplement yung sinasabi niya. Okay? Because within the environment of a proper diet, di mo naman kailangan mag-supplement. Kasi ang supplement is just there to fill in any gaps na kailangan mo. So depende. For example, if you're into lifting weights, taking in creatine will help you regardless kung magsa-start ka pa lang or matagal ka na nag-workout. Diba? Kung kulang ka sa, example, vitamins, yan. Taking a multivitamin would help. Okay? So, depende talaga kung if you're not sure if you're getting in enough, example, vitamins, yan. Inom ka ng vitamins. If you're not sure, if you're just working out, tapos gusto mo mas malakas ka, the most well-proven supplement na pwede mong gamitin is creatine. Okay? So, it really depends on you. And babalik pa rin doon sa ano ba yung hinahabol mo. Kasi kung wala ka namang competition or hindi ka ganun ka-competitive, dagdag gastos lang yan eh. Within the context of a proper diet, you still get good results as long as you have a proper training program. Ganun lang siya. Okay, mga ibang sponsor ko pala. Hindi, joke lang.
Okay, that's right.
Hanap
So,
tayo.
ang tanong dyan is, kailan ka magsa-start? Kung may pera ka na, tapos start ka with creatine. Tapos kung hindi ka malakas kumain, mag-whey protein ka.
Paano sir, pag sobrang lakas kumain? Pag sobrang lakas kumain.
Depende kasi may ibang tao, sobrang lakas kumain, malakas magkanin or malakas kunyari, pansit. So you could be in a calorie surplus pero kulang ka pa rin sa protein. So pag ganun, dapat bawasan mo yung carbs mo. Tapos dagdag ka ng dagdag ka ng ulam or dagdag ka ng whey or any other source of protein. So yun lang. Ang common misconception dati is magsusupplements ka kaya lang mahal, pang mayaman hindi. For example, nasa supplements sa coffee table ko eh. Example, yung stacker. 1.4, 1.5 per 5 pounds. That's actually cheaper kaysa bumili ka ng maraming itlog. So it really depends on you. Kung may budget ka na and depende rin sa current diet mo.
Mm.
Pero pwede mong talaga to start with this multivitamin yan. Okay, multivitamin, creatine. That's a good way to start your supplementation.
Okay. So, kuha naman tayo. Ito, I think, message to from the group. So, na-answer na to ni Service daw, nakakataba daw ang whey protein if hindi ka mag-everyday workout. Okay, so guys, anything in excess, pag hindi ginamit, magiging fat din. Okay, so, next question. Ito naman, Service daw. From Teddy Peña. Just want to ask if there are big differences in the way women should gain muscle or get leaner versus how guys do it. So, I think common to na question eh. May
sasagot
nagtanong
nyo na yan
before.
sa SS 110.
Sino sasagot? Sino daw? May plus
Quick
points.
answer is no. Sino makakapag-explain bakit there's no significant difference in how you train men and women?
Okay,
Dali lang yan.
mag-CR lang ako, guys.
At mag-grading ako,
Sino guys gusto sumagot? Bakit walang difference? So
I
sinabi
can try. There's no big difference kasi basically we're both genetically made with the same stuff inside. Kumbaga, men and women are, yung loob natin is just the same, okay? So, we still have the same protein, the same muscle, may muscle tissue ako, may muscle tissue ang babae, may fats din. So, huwag kayo matakot, in other words, kasi ang magiging only difference na naman is whether you have more testosterone in your body or not when it comes to building your muscles. For guys kasi, generally, we have more testosterone than women. That's why, mas malaki ang tubo ng muscle ng guys than women. So, hindi talaga siya mag-affect sa inyo. yun yung sagot ko.
Siguro to
kasi,
ayun, sige sir. Ay, ganun ba?
Yes, kasi di ba, yung musculoskeletal system ng lalaki and babae is very much similar, di ba? Yung skeleton, yung muscles that you have are the same. So, kung pareho pala yung structure, bakit different yung pag-train? Pareho lang. The other difference is that naturally, mas maliit yung mga babae. So, when you train women, the only difference will be the loading. But in terms of the rep ranges, the sets, the exercises that work, pareho lang. Okay? Yung sinabi rin ni Coach Andrew is yung testosterone. Simply because men would have 15 to 20 times the testosterone level of women. So, mas mabilis yung progress yung lalaki. Men start stronger and also gain strength and hypertrophy much faster than women. But in terms of the method that you train, pareho lang.
Yes. So to add lang din, siguro yun nga, since same naman yung adaptations when it comes to working out, kasi yung muscles nga same. Ang difference, may additional differences lang, like for example, yung bone structure ng men to women, and nabanggit nga ni Service absolutely, men are heavier compared to women because men are bigger din. And then women are So, wag din kayo matakot na magiging sobrang broad yung shoulders kasi it's a parang genetic predisposition of men na malapad talaga yung shoulders. Parang V-taper, kumbaga. And when it comes to women, mas iba yung kanilang structure ng bones. Yung is more open and compared sa men. Although, syempre may outliers. So, guys, hindi naman generalize.
Although proportionally, mas wide ang upper body ng men, ang kanilang shoulders relative to their whole body. So, medyo malalaman mo kahit malayo, medyo silhouette pa lang or shadow. Kunyari, may papatay siya sa likod. Nakikita mo sa shadow kung lalaki, babae, di ba? So, which is also why it's common to have men who can do push-ups, who can do pull-ups. But it's not as common to see women who can do pull-ups, especially, or chin-ups. Because men will have a relatively wider upper body relative to their whole body, which also means na naturally, mas marami ding yung muscular structure, mas malaki din. But again, yung proportions and yung size lang yung nagkakaiba. But the design is practically the same.
Okay, so next question. Let's move on. Oh, ito, JB Pocahontas. What's your thought po about pre-sleep protein ingestion?
Oh, good question. So, kasi 'di ba, ah, ang protein kasi it's one of the macronutrients sa tatlo, 'di ba? It's the only macronutrient that you can't really store for later use. In other words, either you use it for muscle building or tissue building. For example, sa bone mo, sa brain, sa blood, merong protein dyan. But any excess protein, hindi siya parang carbs that you store as glycogen or fat that you store as fat. So, when you sleep, especially kung mahaba yung tulog mo or kung maaga ka mag-dinner, your body does not have any protein to use up as you are sleeping. So it's good kung meron kang protein before you sleep or you eat your dinner closer to your sleeping time. Para habang natutulog ka, your body is also, kasi kahit wala kang ginagawa, your body is also constantly breaking down and building tissue. So dun mo siya. Now, if you want to supplement with that one, a good supplement would be casein protein. Kasi yung whey is a fast-absorbing protein. Yung casein is a slower-absorbing protein. One thing that you can also do is to eat your protein along with more fat and or more fiber. Okay? Para mas mabagal siyang mag-digest as you sleep. So, in other words, ano bang practical application yan? Yan, bago ka matulog, whey protein, tapos sisig, ihalo mo yan. Sisig, whey protein, inumin mo yan. Parang high protein, high fat dinner before you sleep. Parang ganun. So, but that's especially kung you're the type of person na mahaba matulog or pagising mo hindi ka masyadong gutom. Kahit hindi ka gutom, your body still needs protein, carbs, fat. So that's a good way to approach things. Although hindi siya ganun ka, kumbaga, hindi siya ganun kalaking difference na kung wala kang protein before you sleep, mawawala lahat ng muscles mo. Hindi naman, but it will make a very small difference. But again, small differences add up.
Sir Wisdom, follow-up question siguro. I've read several yung parang articles regarding taking in protein with carbs, mas mabilis daw i-absorb or parang ganun?
Yeah, so if you take especially yung whey protein mo, kasi when you take post-workout na environment, one of the things that helps you improve your recovery is the release of glycogen. It's the release of insulin. Okay, so how do you release insulin? It's in the presence of carbs. So it's ang isang suggestion is that if you have your whey protein with a high glycemic index carb, for example, meron kang bread or white sugar, it's better than just protein alone. For example, kung meron kang, let's say, 40 grams na powder, mas okay kung yung 35 grams na powder is whey protein and 5 grams of carbs kaysa all 40 grams. Now, granted, yung whey is also insulinergic, so it will also make you release insulin. But parang common practice is that when you have your whey protein post-workout, maganda siya kung may kasamang carbs. It also helps to replenish your glycogen stores that you lose after your workouts or after your training. Depende din kung gaano kahirap, gaano ka-intense, gaano ka-high volume yung workout mo. Kasi pwede mong hindi mo siya kailangan. But a good or safe practice is yung carbs mo, you have your carbs, you have your protein with some carbs post-workout kaysa yung protein lang overall. But kung hindi naman right after, let's say, nag-whey protein ka, tapos after 30 minutes, 1 hour, kumain ka ng carbs, for example, cake, bread, or whatever, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Hindi kasi totoo yung parang anabolic window na within 30 minutes, tapos after 30 minutes, wala na. The anabolic window can actually last up to 48 hours. So, yun nga lang, usually, gutom tayo after workouts, diba? So, might as well eat after.
Sir, totoo ba yan? Puro, may additional na naman, puro additional question.
Okay.
Sir, totoo ba yung parang, I think sa kila Brad Schoenfeld data na study na parang up to 6 hours after daw ng workout,
yung
you have
highest.
Protein synthesis.
Yeah. So kung gagawa ka ng parang curve ng protein ng sensitivity ng ng protein synthesis, let's say kung 0 minutes after to 48 hours after, gaganon yung ano mo, yung anabolic, tapos pababa siya ng pababa. Okay. So, the closer to your anabolic, to your workout, yung post-workout na shake mo, the closer it is after your workout, mas okay. So, it doesn't mean na kung right after, you've lost your chance. Hindi naman. But but the practical application is you don't lose anything. There's no potential benefit kung pinatagal mo. Whereas there's a potential benefit pag ginawa mo siya right after. So might as well do it right after. Pero kung hindi mo naman siya magawa right after, there's no need to worry. Hindi naman parang walang kwenta yung workout mo, hindi ka rin magkaka-progress. Okay lang siya. But again, ang dali lang naman maghanda ka na ng protein shake mo or yung pagkain mo if you like food. Handa mo na before your workout, para after your workout, consume mo lang siya.
Okay. I think meron question si Coach Hana from the comment section daw.
Okay.
Yung isa dito, nasagot na ni Sir Deme, yung question na lang is, what are the difference between whey isolate versus concentrate?
Good question. Okay, so ang whey kasi, gusto niyo ba longer answer? Anyway, yung whey is a protein, di ba? So if you have milk, let's say cow's milk has two proteins, whey and casein. Okay? So ang casein kasi usually ginagamit yan for cheese production, whereas ang whey usually tinatapon or ginagamit siya as whey powder. So basically, whey protein is just milk, cow's milk, minus water, minus most of the carbs, minus most of the fat, and minus the casein. What you have left is a whey powder. Now, whey isolate is more concentrated form of whey protein. So yung WPC, whey protein concentrate, nasa mga 85% yan. So for every 1 gram of powder, you have 85% of that 1 gram is protein. Pagdating mo sa isolate, umaabot siya ng 90 to 95%. Now, a lot of the whey isolate that you have na binibenta also has less to no lactose, less to no fat, and less to no carbs. Yun lang yung main difference nila. So if you're lactose intolerant, yung mga lactose-free na mga whey isolate, mas okay yan. In terms of, yung selling point kasi nila ngayon is that you get more protein per gram sa whey isolate. They say 95%. Diba? You get 95% more protein. 95% of the weight is protein compared to 85%. So you have sabihin na natin, mga 10% difference in concentration of protein. So kung hindi ka lactose intolerant, if you're looking at isolate versus concentrate, you get 10% more protein sa isolate versus concentrate. The main problem is ang whey isolate would cost you around 50% more. So instead of paying 50% more, why not just add 10% more of your whey concentrate, di ba? Ganun lang. Diba? Ito, mura lang naman yung isolate ito. Diba? So, yun lang. But that's the main difference. Concentration and then yung content ng fats, carbs. Yan. Gusto nyo mas masarap yan, mag-muscle farm kayo. Gusto nyo magandang brand, yung sa Optimum Nutrition. Kaya siya mas mahal kasi it's been around for a longer time. But whey is whey. Wala siyang pinakaiba. Parang bottled water lang yan. Anong mas okay na bottled water? Lahat naman sa tubig lang yung laman. That's why meron ka ngayon mga protein mix. Kasi may iba silang flavor, may ibang nilalagay. Bakit? Kasi if you just go pure whey protein, wala ka namang i-improve niyan eh. So magkakaiba ka na lang sa brandy. So kung isolate versus concentrate, for me, hindi mo na kailangan mag-isolate. Don't spend more money for a little more protein. Diba? Yun na siya.
How about ito, sir? Siguro magandang question to. Other sources of protein daw aside from meat. Attack on the liempo.
Aside from meat. So, for example, ang animal protein kasi is a good source of protein. So, that doesn't mean na animal lang ang source of protein. So, yun yung mga animal protein. Kasama na dun yung mga products like eggs, milk. So, you also have your plants. For example, yung soy or yung tofu is a complete source of protein yan. Meron ka rin quinoa, so hindi siya masyadong sikat. But yan, soy is a good source, yung mga soya. What you can also do is mix and match yung mga amino acids na marami sa isang plant source na wala sa iba. For example, rice and beans, paghalo mo, you get a good source of protein. Now, you get some protein. The problem is yung concentration. For example, if you look at rice, for 100 grams of rice, you will get around 2 grams of protein. Tapos incomplete pa. Whereas if you look at example, raw beef or yung baka, okay, 100 grams of that is 20 grams of protein. So, you can get protein pa rin from plant sources. Kaya nga may mga vegan, vegetarian na healthy pa rin naman. The highest source of protein pa rin is animals or meat sources. Meat, fish, and meat products.
Okay. How about you guys? Meron pa ba kayong additional questions? Pero meron pa sa comments natin. Wait lang, marami tayong nalampasan na questions. So, ito pala.
Baka na-overload na yung site nyo.
Eto sir, I think maganda to. Meron bang pampatangkad daw? Sana all.
Sabi ko nga sa SS104, diba? Your height is mainly dictated by your genetics. So may ibang tao, laki sa hirap matangkad. Bakit? Matangkad yung lahi nila. May ibang tao naman, mayaman, pero short. Now, malnutrition can affect your height. Pero kung maliit yung lahi nyo, kahit marami kang kinakain when you were young, hindi ka rin masyadong tatangkad. Okay, so, wala talaga. Just get enough nutrition, especially sa mga younger years, especially before your puberty and going into your puberty. Okay, pero you can only do so much kasi nga height talaga yung height talaga yung main factor. Diyan may pamangkin ako wala masyadong kinakain. Mga 6'1 na, 6 to 14 years old. It's the genetics, okay? Proper nutrition and genetics. Yun lang talaga. Kung ano yung height mo, usually kung ano yung height mo going into college, wala ka nang itatangkad. Yun na yun. Okay naman maging maliit na tao eh. Maging maliit ka na tao, mas konti yung kailangan mo na pagkain, mas tipid pa, di ba?
Totoo. Totoo, sir. Totoo yan.
Di ba?
Common question yun kahit sa... kami kasi, yun nga, yung genes namin medyo on the taller side. So yung mga kapatid ko matatangkat, tapos lagi nila tinatanong, which is quite funny sa Philippines kasi ano daw yung gatas namin. And honestly, hindi kami mahilig uminom ng gatas. So parang diba? Kahit anong, diba, wala naman kami iniinom na special. Talagang yun lang yung genes nga, siguro. Yeah. How about to sir? So, Rafael Agtarap.
Oh, si R.A.
Classmate to. Whey kung before or after workout?
Doesn't matter kasi eventually maano pa rin ma-absorb pa rin ng katawan mo yan. Mas maganda siya after. Bakit? Kasi kung before tapos pag-workout ka, anong mangyayari? Masusuka ka. So, it doesn't matter but practically mas okay siya after simply because pag ininom mo siya before tapos kunyari nag-pre-workout ka pa, di parang bloated na yung feeling mo, di ba? Kaya yung ibang tao nasusuka during their workout. It's not sa sobrang intense na workout mo, it's also mostly because mali yung timing mo ng pagkain mo. So, it doesn't matter before or after, but kung example, kung wala kang nakain, okay, mag-workout ka, pwede, mga 30 minutes before, have 1 scoop or half a scoop of your whey protein. Tapos, the other half, after your workout na. So, it doesn't matter much, but practically after, mas madali. Simply because ayaw mong masuka. Nakakahiya naman, di ba? Imagine mo, nagbe-bench press ka, tapos nasuka ka habang nagbe-bench press ka.
Lunok na lang. Kadiri ko. One hand bench na lang sa... And sir, from the site, from the web, Facebook page, hindi daw kasi siya maka-comment.
Familiar yan,
So I think may mga tao hindi maka-comment. Is it true chocolate milk is better than whey as a post-workout drink?
Okay, may ibang studies kasi 'di ba na ginamit nila is instead of whey protein, chocolate milk. Now, the good thing about chocolate milk is it has more carbs and more fat after. So, pwede siya. But whether you have chocolate milk or a whey protein mix na nilagay mo na, let's say, milk or nilagay mo ng sugar or whey protein tapos sinaluan mo ng konting oats, you just have to match the macronutrients. It doesn't matter. Okay? But if you're on a diet, obviously, mas gusto mo yung whey protein simply because chocolate milk will have more calories from fat than from protein. Dun sa let's say, per 100 ml of volume. So, but if you match the macronutrients, yung fat, carbs, and protein content nila, it doesn't matter if it's chocolate milk or whey protein mixed with other stuff.
Sir, thank you again sa sagot. Ito, I think, parang medyo pampa-lighten up ng mood. Nakakalakas daw siya magbuhat. Pag broken, may factor ba yun?
Ay, ano yan ha? Alam na ni Coach Anjo sa psychology, di ba? Kasi yung short term yung short term na effect on your intensity or your anxiety is affected by your emotions. So, yung motivation ng, let's say, dalawa lang yan eh, either broken ka or kinilig ka, mas malakas yung pagbuhat mo, di ba? Bakit? Kasi for example, yung mga tao tulad ko, I work out 6 times a day, minsan twice a day. Hindi na siya parang boring na eh. Parang I don't need motivation to work out. Pero wala na yung times na parang, yes, work out, parang hype na hype ka. Wala. You just go through the motions kasi naging routine na siya sa'yo. So yung mga tao na broken or masayang-masaya, take advantage of that. Kasi hindi palaging merong ganyan. Okay? Problema lang, pag nagkataon yung broken ka or masayang-masaya ka, nagkataon sa deload week mo. Kasi wala ka talaga magagawa.
Intense deload week, sir. Intense
diba?
deload
May
week.
ibang tao sobrang saya, mag-workout ulit kasi pag umaga tapos hapon workout ulit. Kasi ganadong-ganado. That's fine. Just take advantage of whatever you can. Diba? Kasi hindi lahat ng panahon ganado ka.
Sabi
guess,
sa'yo, sir ano to
tama eh.
Dito tungkol sa fitness Love advice to.
Love advice.
Oo. Kung
Pero
broken
yes,
ka,
I agree with Service
diba?
Dam eh. Meron talagang psychological effect.
Yeah.
Kasi syempre, gusto mong, pag na-hurt ka, gusto mong bawiin na lang sa buhat. Pabawiin ko na lang dito lahat ng frustration ko, di ba? Parang
diba? Oo. Diba? So, kahit papano, kahit broken ka, gumanda yung katawan mo, di ba? Kaysa matamlay ka. Mas lalo sa, ay, kaya pala iniiwan siya o, di ba?
Mas motivation sa weight loss pag mahal naman yung tao.
Kunyari, gumanda na yung katawan mo. O, tapos pangit ka pa rin. At least maganda na yung katawan mo, di ba? Pangit ka na lang.
Na-level up ka naman kahit pa paano, di ba?
O, di ba? Di ba? At least. Di ba?
Sana pwede i-workout yung mukha, sir,
diba?
para ma-change yung shape.
Oh.
Workout yung cheeks.
May ganun May ganun, di ba? Yung parang parang mouthpiece na kinakagat-kagat mo.
Okay, so back to serious topic again. So serious questions about not your view siguro, continuation, SARMs versus steroids.
Short answer, steroids. Quick answer, ang SARMs kasi are selective androgenic receptor modulators, diba? So hindi pa siya ganun ka proven, whereas steroids are just synthetic testosterone, which is the main driver of is the primary male sex hormone. So mas proven ang steroids. Kung gagamit ka na lang din naman, gumalit ka na lang ng steroids kaysa SARMs or yung yung dehydroepiandrosterone, yung mga precursors. Kung mag-i-inject ka na lang din naman, gamitin mo na yung totoong alam natin gagana. Okay? But SARMs, kasi sabi na daw, less side effects. Pwede rin siya less side effects, pero less effects. So, and again, pupunta pa rin tayo dun sa sa risk-reward ratio. So, para saan ba siya?
Sir, ang SARMs ba, meron din aromatization, even if SARMs siya? Kasi di ba parang may iba sinasabi nila, certain SARMs
sabi,
daw.
wala daw eh.
May gaya
Yung mga certain SARMs na yan, may steroids na yan. May ano na yan,
SARMs,
may testosterone na yan.
Juiced up SARMs. Baka
May androgenic, androgenics na yan, hindi na siya SARMs na pure lang. Parang may ibang, parang ibang supplements dati na pang mass builder daw. Tapos lumalabas, may halo palang D-ball, yung pill na steroid. Parang rin dati, parang mga fat burner dati, tapos may halo palang ephedrine. So, ephedrine kasi is thermogenic. Tataas yung temperature mo, tataas yung heart rate. So, kala nila fat burner, yung pala, yung heart mo, nababurn na rin yung heart mo, namamatay ka na rin. So, yan. So, depende pa rin, pero kung pipili ka, steroids, mura na lang yung
mag-mind lang sa may gusto.
Mind lang po tayo sa ating
Anyway, so siguro last few questions kasi 8:59 na. So, time to eat yung liempo na ni Sir. So anyway, eto Sir, bakit daw mas mabigat yung kalawangin kaysa rubber rice?
Hindi, yan. Unang-una, maarte ka lang, Aaron. Hindi. Pangalawa, usually kasi yung mga, I know what he's saying eh. Yung rubber plate o rubber coated na plates kasi usually mas malaki. So, for their size, di mo ina-expect na ganun lang pala siya kabigat. Whereas yung mga metal, yung mga old school na mga plates na bakal, dense siya. So, kahit maliit, medyo mabigat na. So, kasing bigat lang sila, nagkakaiba lang sa density. So, minsan, yung malaking plate na rubberized, magaan lang pala.
Okay. So, I think siguro yun na yung last question natin since time, ubos na ang ating
Marami
time.
pa ba?
May ilan pa sir na nilampasan na namin eh. So, may
na lang. Sige, last two. Ganito na lang, compromise natin. Yung mga hindi alis na, gutom na ako eh. Pero, mga last two question. Pero mag-part 2 na lang tayo. Tapos categorize na lang yung ibang question. Para hindi siya masyadong paiba-iba yung topic natin. Okay? Wala pa nga nagtatanong, paano yung loading ng creatine, paano yung loading ng pre-workout. If you ask about supplements, dun ka, papunta ka muna sa basics, di ba? So, yan.
Okay, so,
Ay pala sa wife ko. Gutom na.
Shout out daw sa wife ni Sir Wisdom. Thank you sa pagpayag kay Sir Wisdom na pumunta dito sa aming show. So, sir, when making protein shakes, how many fruits daw pwede i-add? And anong fruits ang mas okay?
Depende kung ano yung pinsan ko pa yan. So depende sa gusto mo. Okay, in terms of adding fruits just to improve the flavor. It all has to factor in yung number one priority natin in nutrition, which is your calories and macronutrients. So whatever it is that you add into your whey protein, kakain siya doon sa calories and macronutrients mo. So it's really up to you. So for example, ako personally, I just have my whey protein as is. Kasi gusto ko may makakain pa ako ng ibang macros and calories later on. Kasi pag marami kang nilagay doon sa whey protein mo, sa later meals mo, mababawasan. Kasi nga, may tayo, diba? Calorie constraint hypothesis. Any macronutrient that you remove or add will affect your allowed consumption dun sa ibang macronutrients. So, ganun lang. A matter of preference and depende kung saan siya papasok sa macros and calories mo.
Last question, sir.
Breakfast, pre-workout drink. I'm the wrong person to ask about breakfast kasi pagising ko lunch na eh. Pero pre-workout drink doesn't matter. So it could be coffee or any form of caffeine. You can have, ang maganda lang sa mga pre-workout, yung mga muscle farm na Assault, ano pa ba? Sa Liquor C4, yan. NO Explode, yan. Very convenient and ang dali lang siyang gamitin. So you have to think about your pre-workout dosage. It doesn't mean na yung dosage mo ng pre-workout, kasi nilagay 1 scoop is 18 grams. Every time before you work out, mag-ano ka na, every time workout, mag-1 scoop ka na, di ba? So hindi. Bakit? You have to ramp up your dosage ng inyong pre-workout kasi it's a stimulant. Okay? So parang coffee lang, as you get more, as you go longer dun sa paggamit mo, nag-build up ka ng tolerance. So, for example, sa pre-workout na NO Explode, 18 grams, you can start with half a dose. Sabay mo siya dun sa microcycle na inyong training program. Tapos ramp up your volume every microcycle until you deload. For example, if you deload every 5 weeks, diba, you deload every 4 to 6 weeks of what? So, kung 18 grams ang full dosage, you can go with 9, 12, 15, 18, and then you go 0 on your deload week. Pagbalik mo sa next microcycle ng next training program mo, magna-9 ka ulit. Okay? So mag-ramp up ka. Kasi kaya may ibang tao, sinasabi na sa pre-workout nila, hindi na tumatalab sa akin yung Assault Black, which is very, very strong na pre-workout. Kasi every workout, full dose. So, hindi siya ganun. So, you have to ramp up your volume. Example, kung yung Assault is around 12 grams. So, pwede ka mag 6, 8, 10, 12, 0. 6, 8, 10, 12, 0. So, depende rin sa cycle ng inyong training program. So, if you deload every 4 weeks, adjust mo lang. Deload every 6 weeks, adjust mo lang din siya. And you look at the dosage ng iyong ng iyong pre-workout na gagawin, which is why importante meron kang weighing scale. Wag kayong umasa dun sa scooper kasi minsan sobra, minsan kulang. Okay. Depende rin sa ibang tao. Pag yung mga pre-workout mo, sanay ka sa hindi ka nagkakape. So example, ako hindi ako malakas magkape. I can't take the full dose ng pre-workout. So pwedeng hindi ka mag full dose. You just ramp up. Kasi ako hanggang 14 grams lang ako dun sa 18. Hindi ako mag-ramp up to the full dose and mag-0. So, depende sa'yo. So, ganun siya gumamit ng pre-workout. Ang isang ginagawa ko is nagdagan ko ng beta-alanine. Okay? Hindi pa siya ganun ka-proven. Pero kasi, for muscle buffering capacity. So, it's one thing that you can do. Instead of putting more pre-workout, dagdagan mo na lang ng beta-alanine yung pre-workout. Kasi yung pre-workout na iba, may beta-alanine na rin sila. Yung mga muscle farm, C-core, yan. Haba ng sagot, So, tandaan nyo, ganun na. So, kung di ba, with deload, yung mga nag-110 na kayong 4, diba? So, you deload every 4 to 6 weeks. So, one way to start your pre-workout is, of course, 0 on deload. That's when you ramp up. That's when you reduce your sensitivity. Your first microcycle of your training program, so let's say your mesocycle is 5 weeks. Mababa naman ang volume niyan and relatively lower intensity. So hindi mo kailangan ng full dose. So you start with around half of the regular dose ng iyong pre-workout. Then every week, dagdag ka na incrementally hanggang sa makapag full dose ka in your overreaching week. That's your week before your deload. And then, kasi kailangan mo talaga siya, diba? So, yung overreaching week po, minsan umabot halos ng 2 hours yung workout. Pag first week kasi ng workout, mga 30 minutes lang. So, pagdating mo ng overreaching week, that's when you have your full dose. Take your deload, don't touch your pre-workout. Pagbalik mo after, you go back to your half dose. It's ganun lang. And mas tipid pa. Pag full dose ka palagi, sayang yung pera mo. Tapos, parang pinuno mo yung gas tank mo, tapos pumunta ka lang CHK to, kunyari, engineering. Di ba? So, ganun lang siya.
Sir, so tama ba, as a general rule, if the supplement is a stimulant, you have to cycle it. Pero if it's not a stimulant, you don't have to cycle it.
Depende kung anong supplement. Okay? So, for example, ano ba yung example, yung creatine. May minsan nag-off cycle. Medyo debate siya na mag-off cycle or hindi. Turns out if you don't cycle, it's fine. So yung creatine ko, hindi naman ako nag-off cycle ng creatine for mga 8 years na siguro. Buhay pa naman ako, I think. Hindi ko lang alam sa mga internet. So, depende. But your stimulant, simply because yung sensitivity mo kasi mag-a-adapt. Diba? So, you have to cycle it along with the ramping up ng volume and intensity na workouts mo. Yung ibang example, creatine, yan, di mo naman siya kailangan. Whey protein, you don't have to cycle. Again, it's just a protein. Doesn't matter kung yung protein mo magagaling sa whey, sa eggs, sa chicken, sa fish, sa tao, kasi cannibal ka, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so depende sa'yo kung ano yung gagamitin mo. So so sa pre-workout ka lang magsa-cycle.
Okay,
Okay.
final question eh.
Sige.
Sir, final question na lang po. Ano yung
Sure.
na myth on supplementation and exercise nutrition na kailangan ma-debunk? Or yung number one myth about supplementation and exercise nutrition?
Number one myth. Kailangan mo mag-supplement. You can't supplement your way out of bad nutrition. You can't supplement your way out of a bad training program. Diba? Because it will only supplement your progress if you're already doing everything right or close to perfect. But kasi ibang tao yung iniisip, kailangan ko lang mag-whey para mas mag-gain pa, hindi. Look at your nutrition. Are you taking in enough calories in general to meet your goals? Kasi hindi naman kailangan calorie deficit ka, di ba? If you want to get stronger, you have to be in a surplus or at least maintenance. You have to look at your calories, you have to look at your macronutrients, you have to look at your meal timing, you have to look at your food composition, okay? And then saka ka mag-supplements. You can't supplement your way out of a bad training program, you can't supplement your way out of a bad diet. Di mo kailangan mag-supplement. Kailangan mo maayos muna na program. Supplements can only enhance that. Now, that being said, convenient ang supplements to support a good or good enough training and nutrition. Diba? I think all of you would agree, diba? You can't supplement your way out of bad design.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess that would be all for now. Since yun na nga alam natin kung gaano ka-importante ang eating time ni Sir Wisdom. So, Sir Wisdom, hindi ka na namin patagalin sa show.
Baka sabihin nyo,
of course, in behalf of the team.
Baka sabihin nyo, yung ulam ko.
Ano yan? Sige, sir.
Yung ulam ko, crispy pata.
Hindi pata naman.
Mag-lempo
Nag-level up na tayo.
Yung ibang question, yan.
Ayan, so in behalf of the team again.
Para short and quick. Okay.
Yeah, sige, sir. Alright. So I guess that's something na pwedeng abangan ng viewers natin ngayon dahil lumabot tayo ng almost 90 ang ating standard views ngayon. So sobrang thank you, Sir Wisdom, for imparting knowledge sa ating mga viewers at pati na rin sa aming mga coaches. So yun, in behalf of the team, Sir Wisdom, again, we are super thank you for gracing us your presence here at Collective Kinetics, and I'm sure marami kaming natutunan and yung mga viewers natin maraming natutunan. So thank you so much, and we are super looking forward to the second part of this talk with you.
Okay, no problem.
Again, thank you guys.
And good job sa inyong apat. Okay, keep it up. Okay, bye.
Alright, ayos yan. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Thank you.
But anyway, guys, ang dami natin natutunan. So siguro, mag-answer pa tayo onti na lang na questions dito. Pero kayo, siguro main takeaways nyo dun sa talk yung guesting ni Sir Wisdom. Anong main takeaway sa inyo? Or ano yung tumatak sa inyo?
Ako yung
Sige, I can start it off. Or ikaw, Hana. You wanna start it
yung
off?
sinabi ni Sir, yun yung pinaka-main takeaway sa akin. Kasi ginawa ko yun dati. Sabi ko nga yung bumili ako ng complete supplement. Pero hindi naman maayos yung kain ko. So, yun.
Ako rin eh. Buti nga na yun yung last na question na rin natin, no, na kung anong may pwedeng ma-debunk na myth. Kasi I guess, yung pinaka last message niya, yun na yung pinaka important din sa topic natin, lalo na sa mga questions na when to start taking supplements. So I guess basically that's the answer rin. That's the answer. Kailangan muna talaga solid na yung workout mo, yung diet mo, kumbaga, andyan na siya. And tsaka ka na lang mag-add na supplement. So yun talaga yung tumatak din sa akin.
How about you, Coach Linus?
Ayun, same din. Yung you can supplement your way out of a bad nutrition.
Ako victim din kasi ko niyan eh. Di ba yung kwento ko nga kanina? Bumili pa ako ng kung ano-ano. Yung pinakamahal pa yung pinili ko. Bumili yung whey protein, hinanap ko pa yung mahal, yung maraming additives. Pero wala din eh. Kasi bad nutrition, bad program, bad workouts, wala din. So wala din nangyari. So,
Siguro
coaches,
okay din na i-add.
siguro meron pang mga ibang
Coach, meron ako i-add na isa. I guess okay din na alamin mo rin yung yung supplement if ever man nabaguhan ka. Ang dami kasing brands din. So make sure to know the specific brand that you're taking. Hindi pwedeng kung ano-ano na lang i-take ninyo. Kasi nga, ang isang brand, marami ring halo yan na other stuff. Hindi lang siya pure creatine, for example, or hindi lang siya pure whey. So make sure malay mo merong allergic na substance doon na hindi talaga pwede sa'yo. So just be sure. Just know the product first before taking it.
Yeah, especially yung stimulants. Kasi
Yes.
meron din akong friend na gym owner, tapos parang super excited siya to take yung pre-workouts. Pero yung pala hindi siya nag-take ng coffee. Ever.
Yun nga. Oh.
Tapos full load agad siya. Kaya lumapit agad siya sa akin kasi nagpa-palpitate siya. So siguro yun nga, maging knowledgeable. Kaya nga nandito yung aming WTF Talks, di ba? To help
Yes.
you guys get informed, get your informations right. Parang ganyan. Okay.
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 Okay, so siguro that's it for our episode.
Alam mo guys, natutuwa ako sa episode natin ngayon. Kasi bukod sa atin lang, na meron pa tayong parang service them to impart more knowledge. Siguro I think maganda rin na meron tayong full of wisdom talaga. Full of wisdom. So, nakakatuwa lang that we have a segment like this.
Yes.
Oh. So siguro that's it guys. Siguro i-close na natin. Coach Anjo, paano ba natin to close to?
I guess, yun na nga, sa mga bago nating viewers na yun, nahatak ng service na napakadami by the way. Nahatak ng service na. So guys, please continue supporting this page, Collected Kinetics. This page exists to really spread out good information out there. Lalo na ngayon na a lot of people are, going online and di mo talaga masasabi kung ano yung tama sa mali. So at least kami, we're really trying our best to give you the right information when it comes to the fitness world or to dieting or whatever, nutrition and stuff like that. So if you want to know more about these things, don't forget to, like the page, like the Collective Kinetic page, and meron din kaming Instagram account, same Collective Kinetics. So pwede nyo i-follow yun for more information about these kinds of topics. At also guys, meron din kaming offer na services. You may want to avail of them. So we are pwede nyo siyang i-check actually sa page. Everything is there. No, so if you are looking for a good assistance with your workouts, lalo na ngayon it's online, we have services to cater your needs when it comes to these things. Kasi syempre we are really trying to bridge the information through online, di ba? So wala talagang choice but to do this stuff. So if you want to have solo stuff also with us, just go to our page and feel free to ask anything about it.
Yes.
Okay.
And yung mga hindi nakapanood or may mga na-miss,
Yes.
don't worry kasi we'll upload this on YouTube and we also have yung podcast namin. So again, the links are all on our page. Siguro it will just take maybe 3 days para may upload lahat. Okay, so you can review yung, especially yan, madami tayong knowledge na sinishare dito.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it.
That's it.
Bye guys.
Alright.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat guys. Thank you for watching us. And we hope to see you guys again soon. Bye guys.